I'm Doug, your tech support representative here at Atlantic British. In this video, we're going to touch on one of our service and maintenance kits we have available for the Discovery One, which will be the fuel filter. Now, this is an item that normally gets neglected. A lot of people don't think about it. And a lot of your newer vehicles don't have inline filters anymore. But on these vehicles, the inline filter means a lot. And what this does is pre-filters any contaminants, dirt, whatever, that may be included in the fuel that you get from the gas stations. You don't know how old their tanks are, because you don't need that material making its way up to the top of the injectors where it can plug them off and create fuel delivery issues. So you want to keep a good clean filter in there. Now, they do last for a relatively long time. We recommend every 45,000 miles you should change the filters. By doing so will also help the longevity of your fuel pump, because a clogged oil filter just makes the pump work harder trying to push fuel through it. Now, in the kit, you'll receive a new filter, you receive a new hold down bracket, 2 attachment hoses, 4 new clamps, and a new hold down bolt for the clamp. So you pretty much got everything that you need to do a complete repair, because you'll probably find the original connecting hoses will be dried out, the clamps will be rusted, the hold down bolt, more than likely you'll end up, if it hasn't been changed in a while, will probably end up snapping because of rust. At least up in our area where we see a lot of salt on the road, generally that bolt is rusted up pretty good. So this gives you pretty much everything you need. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to have this D1 up in the air, and we'll show you where that fuel filter is located. Alright, so we have a 1998 Discovery One. This is up in the air. The wheel is off. With the wheel off, it gives you a little better access to the filter. Your filter is located just ahead of the top of the rear shock on the right rear. You'll see your mounting bracket, your loop, and you can also see that what you have are the 2 rubber lines going into it are attached with a fitting. And here they're attached to the line with what they call a Weatherhead fitting. Now, on our replacement kits, we give you a slip-on type filter, as you'll see there. So obviously that's not going to mate to these, because in most cases on these older vehicles, these rubber hoses are pretty well dried out, starting to crack. Also, you'll find in most cases you're going to destroy that fitting trying to get it apart. It's been down here for a while. It's not going to come off easily. Somebody obviously has changed this filter in the last 4 or 5 years. So what you're going to do is, first you're going to go up front and under the hood on the injector rail. There is a Schrader valve that you're going to take the cap off, put a rag over the top of the valve, and with a small screwdriver or something, with a small utensil or tool, you're going to depress the center valve in there. It's just like a tire valve, and that's going to relieve the fuel pressure that's left in this system after you shut the system down. Now, remember that you have gas in these lines, so you're not going to use any type of a power cutting tool or anything that'll throw a spark. You can get in there with a small hacksaw blade, and you'll cut the Weatherhead fitting lengthwise, peel it out with a pair of pliers, and then the rubber hose will come right off the end of the line. Then you're going to simply replace this hose with the hose that comes with the kit, use the new clamps, use the new bracket, and of course the filter itself. And you're going to do the same to the other end, which has a Weatherhead fitting just ahead of the mounting bracket for the body. And again, you can get in there with a shortened hacksaw blade. Don't want to use a power tool. You do not want to throw sparks. And that's pretty much what you need to do to change over the fuel filter on these. Now, you say you may want to try original equipment, but in most cases these fittings are going to just be destroyed by the time you get them off. They're going to be rusted pretty well in place. Again, the best just with this kit is to cut both ends of the rubber lines, remove that bolt, and that will take the whole fuel filter assembly out. Reinstall using the new hoses, the new clamps, and the new mounting bracket. And that's pretty much it. So when you're ready to change over the fuel filter in your D1, and then this will also be the same application on the Classic, give a call to any of our knowledgeable salesmen at 1-800-533-2210. Thanks for watching.